Today's video is going to be on how to make rabbit treats, rabbit biscuits simply at home, and all you're going to need is 1 cup measurement of pellets, and all I've done already is actually started soaking mine. They're in there, then we'll come back to them. You also need a medium banana. I've used a medium banana and a half, but you can just use a medium. You also need 1 carrot, and an optional thing is I've just got some mint here, just a sprig of fresh mint from the garden. You also need a knife and chopping board, a spoon, some measuring things. If you don't have any, that's fine, you can just do it by eye. I've also used my hand blender, but it's optional, and I use scissors for mine as well. You're going to need either a baking tray to put your mixture on, cut it into squares, or some type of silicone mould. And it's important that it's silicone because it's going to be in the oven for quite a while. So yeah, first step is to soak your pellets, whatever your rabbits are on, I add for 1 cup of pellets, just to get them a bit mushy, I've added 5 tablespoons. I'm going to add a bit more, that's still quite hot actually, so just enough so that it's going to go mushy, and then I'm going to put my foil back on. So that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to soak your pellets in warm to boiling water, but not a lot. I've also preheated my oven. I've put mine on 75 degrees Celsius, and that's a fan assisted, but just put it on your lowest or second lowest setting. You're also then going to need to grate a carrot. I've just used a hand grater, and I don't bother peeling them. I do wash them, but I've already grated my 1 carrot, and that it'll be enough for how many treats I'm making. You'll then want to go and either blend using a hand blender or blending machine or something like that. I've done 1.5 bananas, but it's up to you, depends how banana you want it. Or you can just chop it up if you don't have a hand blender and use a fork to sort of squish it, which is an alternative. So they're your first 3 steps. Now the next one is to cut up any herb you have that you're using. So I'm going to use scissors for mine, but if you have like a really sharp knife, you can use a knife. Okay, so I've cut it up, and then I've used a knife, quite a sharp one, just to make it a bit fine, so it is really quite fine. It's up to you how fine you want it, that's fine for me. I'm just going to pop this in with my mushy banana. Then you're going to need to mix your carrot in with this. Okay, so when you've mixed all your ingredients together, you might notice that I've got like a few lumps of banana. That's just because my blender isn't brilliant when it's just in a big bowl, but I needed it in here because otherwise you lose a lot of your mixture. So I'll just break them pieces up. Right, so now I'm going to see how gloopy my pellets have gone. Using a fork, just going to stuff them. Oh. Glooping, you've lost all your pellet shapes, and it's stiff enough to hold the shape, but it's not too hard that it's, you know, not going to make a very good mixture. You can just add that and mix it into your current mixture. Filled both of my silicone moulds, and I've still got quite a bit left, so I decided that I'd show those of you who don't have a silicone mould how to do it with just a baking tray and some greaseproof paper. So I just cut the greaseproof paper to about the size of a baking tray, a little bit larger, and I'll show you how to prepare it for going in the oven. So you're going to need a knife and just a spoon. I also use a pizza cutter, but you can just use a normal knife for when I use my pizza cutter. Right, okay, so when you've got it to a uniform thickness all the way around, including the edges, otherwise you're going to get bits that don't cook and bits that burn, and you just want to keep it the same thickness all the way around. so I just use my knife to do that. You can use a knife for this part, just be careful. I use my pizza cutter. And you can do them as big or as small as you want. These are going to be fairly small, as these the silicone ones are fairly big. Okay, so once you've done that, I sometimes usually go over it at least once. So that's that. So these are going to go on the top, since these are a lot thicker than this. These are that thick, and this is only really thin. So I'm just going to open this up. Just try to put them in there. I've put the ones in. I'm just going to pop this in. So this is your finished product. This is what the flat ones look like. Now you can do them until they're really crispy, or you can do them until they're a bit soft, or it's really up to you. It depends how long you've cooked them for. These were in for about 4 hours. It's important that you keep them in an airtight container or an airtight bag or something. Now I just use these airtight freezable bags, and I've tried to write rabbit treats on the front, but my pen wasn't working, so I'll have to write it on, because I use the same mold for the guinea pig ones, so you don't want to get them mixed up or anything. But yeah, they'll last me ages, and apart from like the initial pellets, what do you call them? Carrot and banana, the cost of that, they're pretty much free.
Laura, what's Mommy got? Oh, what's that? He's so nice. Ariel, where's he gone? Where's he put it? See, look. See, look. Here. Look. Here you go. Oh, hello. Come on then. You want one too? Nom nom.
So yeah, just give it to the girls.
It's raining, isn't it? Good girl. Yeah, then. That's yours, yeah. Good girl. Okay. Is he a bit wet? There you go. There's the bunnies. They've eaten them all. They do really like them. And they're off.